This is why you're not building muscle and why you might never will. Progress stalls, and this is where most people fail. You started training, you followed your plan, stay motivated, and saw results. The first few weeks, maybe even months, were exciting. You get stronger, you built muscle, you felt more confident, and then something happened. You hit a wall. No big deal, you thought, maybe just a small adjustment is needed. You tweaked your diet, increased your protein intake, cleaned up your meals. Maybe you trained more, maybe you rested more. Still nothing. Weeks, even months go by and your muscles stop growing. You look in the mirror and see the same reflection. The weights don't go up, your body doesn't respond. And that's when the frustration sets in. What's wrong? Am I doing something incorrectly, or was I just not built for this? And this is the moment where most people quit. They convince themselves that this is it, that they've hit their limit, that maybe they were never meant to build real muscle in the first place. But if you walk away now, you will be making the same mistake that 90% of people do. The mistake that keeps them from ever reaching their true potential. In the next few minutes, you're going to understand exactly what's happening inside your body when progress stalls. And once you get it, you will have a major advantage over everyone else who quits. So pay attention, because this is where it gets real. The truth behind your progress stalling. Think back to your first few weeks or months of bodyweight training. Your first push-ups felt heavy, but then they started getting easier. Your first pull-up, you barely moved. Then suddenly you were doing 5 or 6 reps. Every single workout felt like a visible step forward. You got hooked on that feeling, the rush of progress. You couldn't wait for the next session, the next breakthrough. But then, nothing. Push-ups feel the same, but you're not noticing much change. You're still stuck at 5-6 pull-ups no matter how hard you train. Your muscles aren't growing and your performance has flatlined. So what do? Maybe you add more exercises thinking that will help. Sounds logical, right? Maybe you try a different approach, some extra core work, a few more reps. That makes sense too. Or maybe at some point you just start losing motivation because it feels like you've hit your limit. And this, right here, is where most people fail. Most people believe that progress should always be a straight upward path, that if they just keep training, they will just keep improving. And that's true, but not in the way you think. We're about to break that down, because your progress was never one continuous straight climb, and it never will be. I can't even count how many times I had this exact conversation with my clients after workout. So many people have come up to me after workshops, at events, asking the same thing. Adam, what happened? Why am I not progressing? What am I doing wrong? They're trying, they're putting in the work. They've been training for weeks, months. Their strength has increased, but at some point, they stop seeing the changes in their body. And this is where I tell them exactly what I'm about to tell you. Muscle growth and strength progression are not a straight line. In fact, these two things don't even develop at the same pace. Your body adapts on multiple levels: mentally, technically, neurologically, and physically. You are making progress, but not at the same rate in all areas and not always in a way you can see. This is called hidden progress. When you feel stuck, your physical changes might have slowed down, but your nervous system still adapting, your movement is becoming more efficient, and your recovery is improving. This is especially true in bodyweight training because progress isn't about simply adding more weight, it's about increasing the difficulty of movements. At first, you'll progress quickly because your body is unfamiliar with the stimulus. This is called newbie gains. Then you reach a point where regular push-ups or pull-ups aren't enough anymore, but you're not quite strong enough for the next level yet. This is the plateau where most people quit. This is not your fault. This is just how the human body works. But what is your responsibility? To not let it stop you. If you take a step back and look at life, it works the same way. There are highs and lows, but you're still moving forward. Training is no different. Your body's progression is not a straight line. It's a miniature version of life itself. And if you don't understand this, you will eventually give up. What does science say? Research shows that muscle growth happens in cycles. You see rapid progress for a while, then it slows down or even stops completely. Studies in Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research confirm that even elite athletes experience training plateaus. During these periods, muscle cells and the nervous system are either recovering or adapting to the workload, leading to temporary stagnation or even a slight decrease in performance. This is a natural part of training adaptation and can be managed through proper rest, recovery, and structured periodization. Anabolic hormones, testosterone, growth hormone, IGF-1 fluctuate. When their levels drop, muscle growth also slows down. So if you've been stuck at the same number of pull-ups per week or push-ups don't feel challenging anymore, it doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. This is simply the phase where your body is adapting, but you might not yet know how to push through it. And if you respond the wrong way, you will stuck here. Now you know, muscle growth is a wave, not a straight line, but what you should do when you hit the low point. This is exactly why I created the Final Form app, so you don't have to guess what to do next. With the premium access, you will always know when and how to progress, so your training never stalls. If you feel stuck, if you're pushing hard but not seeing results, don't let doubt hold you back. Every athlete goes through this, including me. Progress isn't always visible, but with the right system, you are in safe hands. That's why Final Form isn't just about workouts. Inside the app, you will also get sports psychology guidance to handle setbacks and nutrition coaching to optimize your recovery and performance. Download the Final Form app from the App Store or Google Play today and level up your training now. The role of hormonal balance and nutrition. You might not be eating enough, or you might not be getting the right nutrients. At this point, it's crucial to evaluate whether your diet truly supports your training goals. Inside the Final Form app, you will find a 10-part nutrition guide that covers this in detail. The issue could be your macronutrient ratios, calorie intake, or even vitamin deficiencies. Hidden calories could be sabotaging your progress. Things like soft drinks, sauces, or a few handful of nuts throughout the day can easily add up 600-800 extra calories, throwing off your plan. This is one of the most common mistakes. Bulking with the wrong foods. I eat fast food because I'm bulking, so it's fine. Yes, it can be included, but not like that. Extreme calorie deficit when cutting can lead to severe strength loss, muscle depletion, low energy levels, mood swings, and chronic fatigue, setting you up for injury. Stress and sleep deprivation can completely shut down muscle growth. This is one of the biggest modern-day problems, and there's a good chance you're experiencing it too. What should you do? Don't just focus on protein. Look at total caloric intake. Minimize stress as much as possible. Elevated cortisol levels block muscle growth. Time your nutrition properly. Post-workout meals are critical for muscle recovery. Now you see, stagnation isn't random and it's not permanent. But what exactly should you do when you've been stuck for weeks or even months? Let me tell you what happened to me. The moment that changes everything. Have you ever seen that image of a miner who's just a few strikes away from hitting diamonds, but he gives up and walks away? That's exactly what's happening to you. The key? Keep moving forward. If you always give your best effort, stagnation won't stop you. But optimization is what determines how fast you move. Think of this. Would you rather do 100 sloppy push-ups or 20 perfect ones? Both can bring results, but look at the difference in strength, time, and energy spent. The same principle applies to every aspect of training, recovery, and nutrition. Everyone hits a plateau. The only question is, what are you going to do about it? I've been there 1,000 times. And yes, it messes with your ego, especially if you're a perfectionist. You start feeling like something is off, like something isn't right. But this is exactly the point where real progress is decided. Two things have always carried me through these moments. First, consistency. There were times when my progress slowed to a crawl, but I still showed up every single session. Because training is a lifestyle, not just a tool to reach your goals. If you keep showing up, if you put 100% of what you have that day, if you focus on recovery and nutrition, you will break through those plateaus. Second, loving the process. You're going to hear me say this a lot. Love what you do. I love movement. Training isn't just something I have to do. It's a part of who I am. Training is my friend, my teacher, my therapy. Training is me. Training is my mirror. Training is an opportunity. Training is a promise that the work you put in will show up in some way, someday. This isn't just about your physique. This is about the character you build. Training teaches you how to lose, how to fight, and so much more than you ever expected. But at the end of the day, how you respond in these moments is up to you. Let's recap. Don't panic. Use the information we just went through. If you don't increase the stimulus, you won't grow. So make a change. Your body only adapts when it's forced to. Step out of your comfort zone, that's why you train. If you don't recover, you won't build muscle. Prioritize rest. Muscles don't grow by training, they grow when you sleep and recover. If you skip this, your progress stops. So get some sleep. If your nutrition is off, your training is only half as effective. Don't make this mistake, optimize it. You can train as hard as you want. If your body isn't getting the right fuel, you're holding yourself back. Your diet is the foundation of your success. Always know what you want and make decisions that move you toward it. Learn to distinguish between what you want now and what you want the most. Again, learn to distinguish between what you want now and what you want the most. This is where most people go wrong. And this is exactly why most people quit. So tell me, which part do you struggle with the most? Drop in the comments. If you feel stuck, if you're working hard but not seeing results, don't let uncertainty hold you back. Inside the Final Form app, you will find everything you need to stay on track. A structured training system, mental guidance for those tough moments, and nutrition strategies to support your progress from every angle. Download it from the App Store or Google Play and become part of the team. Thanks for watching. If you want to know the ideal training volume for the fastest progress, you will find it right here. See you in the next video. And remember, training is just the first step. The real change is you.